conditioner, and they're natural, 100% plant-based ingredients, and it's toxin-free, phthalate-free, paraben-free, and it says give 5 or 6 sprays for a bedroom or office. Spray generously throughout large and open spaces, or sprayed in the air or on fabrics. It lasts longest on fabrics, but you should always test an edge of a fabric just to make sure that it's not going to hurt a delicate fabric. But I wouldn't spray anything on a delicate, even perfume on a delicate fabric, like a wearable piece. But this is stuff like chairs, carpet, bedspreads, maybe bedding. Now, if you do something like that, first of all, for bedding, I would use the lavender one, because I would do that early, and I would, if people are coming over or something, I would do it at least 30 minutes before they get there, or 30 minutes before bedtime if you're doing this for your bed sheets or whatever. You need time to allow it to dry so it does not irritate people's sinuses. I just am getting over that. So this is the lavender blossom. So that was those 4. Lavender, bamboo, citrus cedar, and black currant rose, which I actually think that one and the bamboo are my favorite. So, okay, so we have those. That's something that I recently got. Really like it that it's 100% plant-based and no toxins. Okay. Then, y'all know that I got that from Chrisley's Knows Best. I got the Chrisley box that I get. It's a subscription box that you get quarterly. I always love it, and I forgot that one of the things, I don't think I showed y'all this, it was a mini steamer for your face, and you have to keep it like 8 inches away. You don't want to burn yourself with steam, y'all. So you keep it away from you. Like when I was just having to do a special little concoction I did to get Himalayan sea salt and a little bit of garlic oil, black oil, povidone, iodine, and colloidal silver, a drop. All these things, and they had to be the certain kind to make sure that you could breathe it in, and then you breathe it in through what's called a nebulizer. I didn't have a nebulizer. My dad did, so I'm going to get that from his home because it's paid for. There's no reason not to. It wasn't rented. We own it. So I will get that, clean it real good, and maybe run some little touch of, wipe it down good because, that was Dad's, and this is my nose. That was his nose. But you can breathe it in and just breathe that into your lungs and your nose, and it really does. Well, we already know that salt heals and that it will dry up mucus, and those other things are just really good for healing as well. So, but one of the things that I also got was a mini steamer. And one of the things that I've learned from breathing and all that in, you don't get your face down in the pot on the stove. Once it comes to a boil, you let it steam for like 5 minutes and just leave it. Don't put your face in hot steam. You could scald your face. Also, make sure you turn the eye of the stove off. You don't want to bend over and catch your hair or your shirt on fire. So I was bending over, and just breathing that in. And I thought, you know what? I got that little mini steamer and I'm not using it on my face. Just make sure you stay a good 8 inches from steam. Like if this is the source, be right back here. The steam will get to you. So this little mini steamer sits up. So I'm thinking, okay, I need to be more like this. And it's just going to blow it in my face just to give moisture. And you only do it a few times a week, 3 to 5 times in a 7-day week. You don't do that every day. And you don't do it more than 10 minutes because otherwise, it opens your pores up, which is good. But you don't want to keep doing that too much. You do it, you get your face really good and clean before you do it. And then you open your pores up, and that's when you put in a really good moisturizer on a clean face. And then it closes and seals and holds moisture in and helps moisturize you. But one of the other things was it has this little tool kit, which I really like. Y'all, it's to pop zits. I think is what it's for. All these little loops on the ends that are for, and little sharp edgings. You have to be very careful with this, and unless you know what you're doing, I wouldn't do it because I know my dermatologist would say, no, you let me do that. But I'm just talking about if you just have a little zit there, and you, instead of getting on either side and mashing it, it's just got a little loop on the end, and you just put it right over it and mash down, and it causes it to pop. I thought that was interesting. Different sizes. And then also, there's one of these is a tiny little, almost like a pinhead. I'd be real careful with that one. I might use that just to get under my nails real good. But anyway, I thought it was neat. They had that along with the little facial thing, steamer, and I never showed y'all that. And then I have two makeup palettes, two of which I am going to give away. Yes, we're fixing to do the 2021 giveaways that I never did because of COVID. I never got around to the winter one, the summer one, the spring one, the fall one, or now we're back to winter again. And I thought, you know what? I'm just going to do it all at one time. And I'm going to have a bunch of winners. Everybody's getting Bibles, makeup palettes, journals, prayer thingies. I am going to open this one so that I can show y'all what's in this makeup palette. There'll be two boxes. This is from Savannah Chrisley. This is not part of my Chrisley box. I bought this. This is Sassy with Savannah by Savannah Chrisley, and it's got three, it looks like little books. I love that when I was little. They have my little book sets. But it's three different ones. One's Nashville, one's Beverly Hills, and one's Dallas. And I'm sure they're just going to be different colorways. But let's just see if they're decent. I'm sure they are. I'm hoping she's doing a really good job with all this, and that it's becoming her own independent. Because, you know, she's obviously got a wealthy billionaire father, or millionaire. I can't remember if he's billion or million. But he's a real estate professional, him and his wife. And I think they dabbled in it as well. I don't know that they were serious about it. I know there's a couple of episodes. I do watch Chrisley Knows Best. It's just a fun show about their family. And some people like it's just this rich family. It's like it shows that they're just a family. What makes it interesting is to watch their beautiful home and all that. I actually like to watch that. But anyway, all right, so the first one is Nashville. Let's look at it together. Ooh, that's me. That is me. Okay, let me take this off so you can see. That is Looking Pretty in Music City, that little mirror. And it's got a good highlight here and a good transition color. Or really, you could just do those two. That could also work for the face. And this is a bronzer. But then you've got four colors. It's got a light color. It's got, I would use that for a highlight more. But a light color, you could use that on lid or an all-over color. Then you got a transition gray, a transition brown, and a darker brown. And that darker brown Lucky or Cruising, depending on your skin tone and hair's color, could be used for your brows. I think this is that is a winner. Love it. I'll be using it. Okay, then I bought one for me, and then I bought two more for y'all. This is Beverly Hills. Now look at the difference. One's got a little green with yellow, and it's roses. And this one's pink stripes with yellow, and it's little palm branches. Very good packaging. Okay, let's look at this one. This one's smeared a little, and I'll tell you why. It always happens with navies. There's a navy in here. That's very pretty navy, by the way. That's a good blue. Cabana, Boutique, Poolside, and Shopaholic. Then you've got this highlighter and the bronzer or blush, whatever you want to do with this. Or you can use these also as eyeshadows. Love Cabana. That's really pretty with the shimmer. I'll make this one mine, y'all. Gotta see that. Yeah, that's a good. I like a good. That's why. See how it wakes up the inner corner to have a really champagne light colored frost? I love that. Sorry, it's in the end of the day, so I probably look pretty rough. But anyway, then you've got this soft kind of tan brown, and then you go to a darker one. Or if you want to go here, 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 and just do blue instead of that. But you can use that as a liner, and this as a liner, or that for your brow. And there's a little mirror, and it says Big Dreams and Palm Trees. So that's very cute. I think that's a winner as well. I think this is a good trio, to be honest. And then Dallas is hot pink with stars, like the Texas stars. And so this will probably be very orangey. Actually, Beverly Hills is more orangey than this. It says Star Texas Cowgirl Shining Sweet Tea and Tiara. Sweet tea? Not in Dallas. That's a Georgia thing. That's down south. That should have been Nashville. But anyway. And there's a little mirror. It says, "Don't let that tiara drop." I guess because I think they do a pageant that they're in charge of helping with, and it's done in Dallas, I think. But anyway, this has got two shades of blue, so it's got a really creamy highlight a very gray charcoaly with blue undertones, and then Cowgirl is definitely a teal, a dark teal blue with some darker undertones like grays. So that goes together. And then Shining, you can just go here to here, 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 or you can just do that. Then you've got this really pretty highlights, and you've got this kind of, again, this is a little too orangey for me. They're always too orangey. They're either brown or orange, the whole thing. There's never pinks. Pinks, roses, mauves. It's never in her palettes. And I think that's because she's very tan, and she thinks tan. See this one? Very orangey. Again, very orangey. I don't like that. Because even if that's like for blush or contour, I wouldn't use that tone. And so if that's the case, if this is the highlight, then that's still a very orangey brown for a bronzer. And very dark. So you have to be very careful. And that's probably because she's very tan. So I hope as she grows in her business and matures, she starts seeing that very, very pale people, especially people with blue undertones, these palettes will not work as far as the cheek colors. It's just too orange. I still like all of them. Oh man, there's mica in this. Tan dioxide. I didn't think to look at any of the ingredients. I'll just be honest with you. It's just pretty palettes. I'm still going to give them. I will keep that one because I've opened it and touched it. I'll put the other two in one of the makeup kits. And I think that was a very, very pretty one. Anyway, I like them. What do y'all think? This will be part of the giveaway. And I think it's cool that it's got the 3 little books of different colors. And also you could buy one of these and give 2 away. Like pick the one that you like the best. Like I probably will like the Tennessee one the best and give the other 2 to a friend or family.